Welcome. Hey, welcome to today's masterclass. Thank you so much for joining us here, Wayne and Alan Lazar over here at 10X headquarters from 10X Productions. Look, today I want to cover a super important topic. I guarantee you this is one of the biggest reasons why we saw so much success working with Grant Cardone. He's a master at this, and that is offers, making an offer. Today I want to give you 5 tips to make offers that, like in your marketing, will convert into sales. And that's huge, because what I'm talking about is what can you put in front of somebody, whether it be on a video, it could be on your landing page, it could be in an email, it could even be in a Facebook ad. But what can you put in front of somebody that's going to get them to convert and make them want to take action? You know, if you've done any sort of marketing, you know that you can just say words and they're not necessarily going to translate into anything or make anyone want to take any sort of action. But if you pitch your offer the right way, whether it be verbally or through text, you can make people really excited about what it is you're offering, and you can make them want to take action on it. So without further ado, the first thing, and actually I think Grant is like the master at this. I really haven't seen anyone do this better, is make big claims with your offer. Like huge, out of this world claims. Like you got to think of it this way. If you're selling a car and you say, hey, come buy a car. Well, every dealer in your city, in your state, in the world is saying, hey, come buy a car. So you have to make your claim, hey, come buy your car. This is a top of the line. It's literally the fastest. There's only one available in the world. This is going to change your life, and your family is going to love you for it. Like whatever it is that you're offering, whatever your offer is, could be a physical product or it could be intangible. It could even be a service. The way you present it needs to be huge. It needs to be out of this world. Because if it's not, then it just doesn't stand out. And if it doesn't stand out, then you're like everything else. You fall into line, into what everyone else is ignoring. So that's probably the biggest thing, and number one is you've got to make a huge, big claim with any offer that you make. I mean, do you have any input on that, Alan?
Yeah, I agree. No. How's it going, everybody? Yeah, big. Got to be big. It's direct response. So you have to have a way to capture them. So a lot of people, dealerships, you mentioned, dangle a carrot, right? What is going to get them excited? Not come to our dealership and waste 4 hours of your life and try to get approved, as opposed to easy financing, 0% down, $299 a month, but they only show you that one car in the lot that they'll sell you for $299 a month. When you go there and you said, oh, you want a car with an engine, oh, that's $399 a month. So that's what they mean by big claims, trying to capture that audience, direct response, trying to get that hook or that net thrown at them. Mm-hmm. Very big, very important. It can make or break an ad. It can increase, I'll just give you an example. So let's say, might be a little too technical or might not be. So let's say it's costing you 50 cents a click to drive people to your site. And let's say you're getting a very poor 1% click-through ratio. That means for every 100 people you show that ad to, only 1% click. What happens when you have a big claim or a direct response, and now that 1% goes to 5%? So a lot of times people are trying to lower that 50 cent a click to 40 cent a click. But now but instead try to raise your click-through rate by having a good claim. That one click becomes, for every 100 you get 5 clicks. So instead of spending 50 cents on one click, now you have 5 clicks for 50 cents. That's 10 cents. That's how important it is.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm liking my salmon shirt today, guys. I don't know about you.
I don't know if everyone's in a salmon shirt.
I'm feeling it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. But no, what it really means is that you get 5 times a return. So if you sold, 10 widgets for spending $100 in advertising, you're going to get you're going to sell 50 for spending $100 in advertising. It's a really big difference, just getting a small percentage difference in who responds to what it is that you're doing, whether that be on advertising or with email marketing. Let me give you another example. Like these things happen all the time. We just don't always pay attention. There's such good offers that you miss out on it. Like we do a lot of things in the e-commerce space, and we'll have offers where let's say it's a $200 product. And we're like, man, how can we position this thing to be like a huge offer that really catches attention? And we'll say, well, let's just do a buy one, get one free. And people that really catches a lot of attention. They just see it, and it gives you an extra second to get them over to your page. It just catches that little bit of attention. it may actually be the same price. It could be $200 for one, or buy one get one free for $400.
I'll give you a good one.
Yeah.
Let's say this is done a lot where they'll say, buy my book, and it's free plus shipping and handling.
Yeah.
What's shipping and handling? So it's like, oh, it's free, but I pay $8 shipping and handling, as opposed to saying the book actually costs some money. So claims, there's some, the wording literally is more important than a lot of the stuff you run. I mean, you can have the best audience, and if you don't have the proper ad copy, and we discussed this in the previous videos, you're just not going to have a good time. You're going to be wasting money.
Yeah. I mean, it's huge. Like, just to get a little more commercial with it, like, really think about things that have caught on in, like, the general public. What did Subway do for a long time? That $5 footlong or something? You guys remember that?
I know it very well.
Well, no, but look, it got them millions, like hundreds of millions in sales, right?
Yeah.
And all they did was put a good offer.
And it's no longer $5. I mean, Carl's Jr., I'm from the West Coast, so we have Carl's Jr. It was known as it was so funny. They had a burger called the $6 burger, making fun of $6 burgers because it was $3, saying the burger is so gourmet that it's $6. It actually is now like $8 now. It's like, but you just go there and you say, I have the $6 burger. It's not even $6.
Yeah.
So I'm hungry now.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny about that is that, you know, your company can make a lot of money off this kind of deal, because you can have a huge offer, or you can even do that where it's like, hey, $5 for whatever, charge a little bit less. But if you have a customer lifetime value, if you attain a new customer who would not have done business with you, and now they're going to buy multiple times, the whole deal is worth it. You know, you buy 2 of them over a 2-week period or whatever period of time, and the whole thing paid itself off. So it's totally worth it to acquire a customer, even if you have to make the deal bigger than what you're doing right now. Sometimes it means lowering your price. Other times it means just offering more with it. But having a huge offer is probably the number one thing to getting people to convert, whether it be on your site, selling them in person, whatever the case is. So the next thing is, number 2 tip is you have to change your offer often, and you have to keep changing it until it works. Like, I'll personally tell you, here every single morning when we have a really big promotion going, every single morning we get together as a marketing team and we say, hey, what's the offer today? What worked yesterday? And if it worked, we continue to push on it. If it stopped working, we change it up. And then sometimes we'll just test multiple things at once. But we keep testing these different things until we see what really works, and then we hit that one thing really hard. If you're making one pitch, one offer by email or in your ad or whatever the case is, you're missing a huge share of your potential market. Like, you have to continue changing up that pitch, changing up the offer. It could be adding different things into what you're offering. You know, it could be the $5 footlong versus the $6 burger, whatever it is. You got to see what sticks, and whatever does, hopefully you're tracking your numbers, then you hit that one thing really hard.
Testing, very important. We don't have the answers until the audience, the networks, wherever we push, they decide what works. I can tell you I'm 0 for 100 on what I think is going to work, 1 out of 100 that I think is going to work and what actually happens. So it's very important to test, just because I'm saying nowadays everyone's running on tight margins, 30%, 20%, 18% margin. And if that certain angle or that certain ad copy or that certain color on the website, it creates a 7% increase in conversion, or, you know, all these functionalities, that's going to decipher whether this is a positive running campaign.
Yeah, good. So that was number 2, is just change it up often. Look, the next thing is actually just as important, and this is really big, especially in offers you make online. So this is a huge thing for offers you make via email, could be on a landing page, anything through digital marketing or print, actually. And that's it. You have to show and tell. Like, you need to show what it is that you're offering. Like, you could actually have a really amazing offer, like tons of value, like ridiculous amounts of value. Like, you're negative for even having offered this because you're not going to be able to pay for the product because you're offering it for so low or whatever you're giving them. But if you don't show them what it is they're getting, people don't necessarily get excited about words all the time. But if you show them something, it's like if you're trying to sell someone a burger, you don't write out, come get a burger. Man. You show
what's going on here.
You have to show what it is they're getting. If you want to sell a car, you have to show cars, and you have to show like the best the flashiest, the things that are gonna get attention, really big. It doesn't even matter. Like, what if you're selling like a PDF, something that has no physical form? Show a tablet. Show a tablet with a little part of the PDF on there, or a computer screen with it on it.
Yeah. Sorry. Or you got to describe the product.
Totally.
I mean, especially if it's a good product. So, like for example, with Grant Cardone, we have Cardone University that we just launched an individual version for $99. Insane, full of value. If we took that promotion for the people who know Grant Cardone, who are paying thousands, minimum $5,000 a year, is the cheapest we've ever sold it. Hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars, some of these corporations are paying. Now we're selling a version of it for $99. Yeah, immediately the people who know Grant are jumping on it, which they are. But now that we're targeting someone who doesn't know Grant, we can't just say, hey guys, Cardone University, 99 bucks. Visa, MasterCard, American Express. They're not going to understand it. We need to you need to have a video that describes, some people use a webinar, so it's interactive and you can communicate, but a video where a sales letter, they call it a VS, that you can explain what the program entails fully, maybe even visually, put list item by item so they have an understanding of it.
Yeah, and Alan, I really can't stress this enough. Like the entire thing, that your offer completely makes up how good of a result you're going to get in your marketing. Like, we could be here at Grant's office and have Grant behind us, but if the offer doesn't look good, if we're not showing it, if it's not a huge offer, I mean, if this is something we're not continually testing to see what works best, like, it's not going to work, even for us. Like, we've gone through periods of time where we have an offer and it's not working, and we have to apply these different things and change it and change it and change it. That's probably one of the biggest lessons I've learned from Grant, is that it's not ever the product. Like, whatever product it is you're selling, it usually is not the product, it's probably not the price, it's the pitch. And the pitch is the offer, and part of it is you got to show them what it is they're getting.
You got to get them, tug on their emotions. You got to know visual stimulation, get them to see colors, interruption, emotions. You have to make sure you get on all those layers.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I'll give you an example. I remember way back in the day, you know, we used to have somebody that worked with us, and they didn't think that we could sell Cardone University in volume for $5,000 a unit. Yeah. And back then, like, we weren't getting the same volume that we're getting today. And Grant said, look, it's not the product, it's the pitch, and we just got to figure that out. And he did. Legitimately, we got to the point where all the time, like, the deal was Cardone University for 1 year access for $5,000. This is why, and we sold like that times thousands of times. So that's why it's so funny when you say the $99 offer. Yeah. Like, to us, it doesn't even make sense. We're like, wow, you know, I don't even know what to do at this point. But if somebody has never seen Grant Cardone, and this is the first thing they're seeing, they have no idea how much value is in there. So we have to show them. Like, we have to make the claims that we make huge, and we got to keep changing up that pitch. So that kind of moves me into my next thing. When your offer has a lot in it, when you're making a huge claim like that, and you're showing what it is that they're getting, you got to have bonuses. Like, you have to have things that you include in your offer. And sometimes there are things that you don't even realize you're including in your offer. You know, like, a dealership will sell you a car, and you know, most dealerships will bring you the car. Like, they'll offer a delivery service if you buy it, and they don't have it ready that same day. Well, that's something that should be included in the offer, like, you know, free delivery. You know, that's something that you see on e-commerce websites all the time, where they'll offer you free delivery and they include it in there. You know, you don't just assume it. You have Amazon Prime, you know you get free delivery. Every time you go to checkout, it says free delivery. Like, it's that extra thing. You need to include any bonuses, anything that you're doing for the customer needs to be included in there. So
I would also add, when you say add bonuses, I would also add upsells. So you can try, if you're selling a product and it costs you already some money to get them there, and see if, depending on what type of product you have. If it's a digital product, you can try to add a bump to get them to buy something else for $27. Mm-hmm. Or if it's a oil that you're selling, you could say, hey, if you buy another one, you get 50% off. So, because you know the cost, we already got them through the door, let's try to sell them some more stuff. So, and that could be the topic is how to get offers to work. Yeah. That could be single-handedly your profit. So you could break even on bringing them there, selling them that one time, and then, but 20% of all those people buy additional product on that one visit, could be your profit. So gotta play around with that kind of stuff.
Or they buy in the future. So, like, I'll give you an example. So we set up a campaign to build our email list, and we had that running, for like a month, and we got everything tweaked the right way, and that thing's running, and we have like a small $5 upsell on the tail end of building the email list. So they opt into the email list, we give them something for free, we give them a guide for free, and then on the tail end of that, we offer them like a basics advertising course for $5. And some people buy, some people don't. But the point is, whatever we spend in advertising to bring in the initial traffic to build the list, which is the whole point of the campaign, it pays itself off from the people that just pay the $5. So technically, we're breaking even. We're not making money or losing money, but we have an email list with thousands of people on it now, and we're not having to pay to continue to build that email list, which means everything that we sell to anyone on our email list is 100% profit, anything we do by email.
Yeah.
So that's just all part of it. And that's just adding bonuses. He's saying an extra way to add revenue, through bonuses. Another thing, and we do this a lot, especially if you have digital products, downloadable PDF, continue changing your offer until you get the right thing that works. Also, we said you got to show it. Whatever it is that you're offering, show it. It's got to look big. You have to give it some sort of mass in some way. It could be insurance. You're going to show a happy family feeling secure. Whatever it is, you have to show what it is that they're getting. Add bonuses. Every salesperson, that needs to be scarcity. Hey, it's
what to do, they're not going to do. They're going to watch the video. You say, click the link below, swipe up. Very important.
Yeah, so look, hopefully this is super helpful. If you have a marketing team like in your business, this is something they can apply every single day. If you have someone who's just posting on social media and you're thinking, man, what can I have them post that's going to help out our business? Like, they need to be following this formula. Have an offer, have all those things incorporated with it. Like, you should really be able to take this information and directly apply it into anything you're doing, whether you're selling as a one-on-one salesperson, over the phone, in person, posting on social media, sending emails, setting up landing pages. You should really be able to apply this into your marketing. So hopefully this helps. And look, if you want some help with this directly, we can possibly help you out with that. The place to find us is cardoneadvertising.com, and just go ahead and click learn more, and we'll go from there.
It's going to end in 5 hours. So subscribe and swipe and fill out the info, or we're not taking any more clients.
All of that. All right, good. Hey, thanks so much for joining us today, guys. I appreciate it. Until next time, see you later.